UK Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson has arrived in Australia on the last leg of his international tour. The visit is designed to strengthen the relationship and boost trade between the two countries as the UK prepares to leave the EU. Sky News Sydney reporter Caroline Marcus is at the Opera House. Caroline, Mr Johnson is due to arrive there shortly. What's on the agenda?
That's right, Tom. He is due to arrive here in a little over 2 hours' time, and he'll take a tour of the iconic Opera House here behind me, as is usually the case with visiting foreign dignitaries, and he'll be inspecting some of the refurbishments that are being made to the Opera House and some British contractors are involved in. Now, this visit is really being seen as an opportunity to lay the groundwork down for some of the post-Brexit trade deals that the UK will be seeking to make once it leaves the EU. Boris Johnson has already made stops in New Zealand and Japan as part of his 9-day international tour. It's also obviously the first visit since the disappointing election result last month for his ruling Conservative Party, and he's already had to fend off some speculation yesterday about a potential challenge from him to the UK Prime Minister Theresa May. But as for today's agenda, after his visit to the Opera House, he'll be visiting a financial technology hub to talk to startups with both UK and Australian connections. And then he'll be meeting with his Australian counterpart, Julie Bishop, where they will hold talks centering on trade, cybersecurity and the Commonwealth. And tomorrow, it'll be another day of official engagements. It'll be the Auckland talks. That's an annual meeting between foreign and defence ministers from both Australia and the UK, so he'll be taking part in that. Tom?
Yeah, no doubt talking about that potential big contract, a British company bidding for it, $35 billion. Thank you, Caroline Marcus. We'll check in again later. And more on that, because Britain has launched a bid to build Australia's new $35 billion fleet of warships. Fairfax is reporting British Defence Secretary Michael Fallon saying the design is better at hunting down enemy submarines than its rival bidders. Also saying that if successful, the 9 vessels would be built in Australia using local labour. Britain, Spain and Italy are fighting to win the multi-billion-dollar tender to replace the Anzac Class frigates by the late 2020s. Secretary Fallon says the contract would be an expansion of arms trade between Australia and Britain.